Madroth do stuff.
Just throw a mage buff while you're at it too.
Okay.
I'll have that ready to check here in a second. The screen's buying him out right now.
So we killed this guy last week, didn't we?
Yep.
And Sulfur.
Yep. And Zulharak.
Oh, I wasn't there for Zulharak again this time.
And we're gonna start. Yep.
Nice.
And we're gonna start from Raidlock and work on Valhari.
Yes.
So do you have to down Valhari before you can get to Manaroth then?
You need to
And
down
Felward.
everybody before Manaroth before you can get to Manaroth, unless somebody in your party has that portal thing that lets you skip ahead, which is what Ellie's working on. Although I'm gonna make you all work on all the bosses anyway before then.
Just because we need stuff off them.
Just because you need to learn.
Just because the intent of this team is to kill all the bosses.
So then we still have what, Fell Lord also?
Yep, so
Yep.
Valhari is what we're working on, Fel is the next one, then it would be Manaroth and Akamand.
I was excited. I did get my heroic tear gloves in a pug the other day.
Congrats.
Alrighty, Manaroth, oh wow, Madroth got a flask, and then tanks on you. Curse Allegiance on Velo. Doom lots up. People with purple circle, go towards center. Doom lots back down, kill the imps,
Get
and move
hit
towards
by
center.
the fire, Winter.
Winter,
Step in
run
the
towards
green.
the center, and then back out again. There you go. You just gotta take damage, and it'll do damage to anybody around you. It's this whole center thing.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. There's an imp up in the back. I'm gonna go deal with it. Dead. And over to the last summoner.
Stack on the tail. And remember just to soak Manoroth's gaze.
Is it dead yet?
No, and you're still alive too, unfortunately.
Just think of it as really long Archimon trash.
Why would I do that?
But people die on Archimon.
Because that's what it is.
It's alright, people dry on this Archimon trash too. And
I
yeah,
mean-
that's effectively what it is.
Am I supposed to gain some sort of joy from thinking it that way? Is my perspective supposed to be altered on life somehow because I'm thinking of it that way, or?
Whatever floats your goat.
I mean, I'm failing to see the purpose in thinking of this as Archimon trash.
If you had feels, you would understand.
Ooh.
Face forward, move to the side.
That's coming out of your DKP.
You mean Kistler's?
No.
Kisla doesn't have any DKP left, unfortunately.
That's okay, it's zero sum, he can go into the negative.
I like to think that what Aura just said in guild chat is talking about Manoroth. Just fight him on the platform and it's easy.
We could try it the other way though, just to see if it's easier.
As a mage, I already beta tested that idea and it didn't work out too well.
Shadow forward.
Get to the front.
Ooh, we had some soakers over there on that side.
Yes, we did.
We both got it, and we were both horrified, and it ran us into each other.
Julie, your
They got
excuses
knocked back,
do not
and then they
excuse
got
your
horrified.
excusings.
It gets better than that.
Res Fixie, Res Zuli if she's not off the edge.
No, we're just sitting here in these pools. We got
Yes, please to res the peoples. Actually, res Aero and Fixie. And okay, good. Somebody heroed.
Got Aera.
Definitely died quick, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh god.
We actually are doing this fight really, like our DPS.
Well, we got knocked back, and then we got horrified
should,
into each other.
I should get wrist surgery more often.
What?
Makes maging a lot easier, I guess.
Rogue, Death Knight, Mage, Druid, chess piece. Roll.
Gul'dan has fled to the dark portal. Quickly, champions.
And going to Madroth. In 3, 2.
Wait, I mean,
1.
I wouldn't.
And save me his skull.
Then why are you rolling?
I get bored easy.
Well, that denied. There's no off spec on tier pieces. Go away.
He needs it for his second set of tier gear.
Warrior, Hunter, Shaman. Roll. It's 695 denied.
You have foolish.
Okay, nobody's rolling, so. Two bows. Nobody wants the bows, so. Crit Mastery Plate.
Yes.
Too late, Kiernan. It was already assigned.
Indestructible too.
Do what?
It's indestructible too.
Your meager forces shall be the first.
Okay, nobody wants the belt either, so going for the.
Alrighty, now for actual Archimon trash.
Alright, Fed, go ahead. I'm gonna hang out back here.
There is a time for prayer and a time for action.
Don't die either, because I don't want to have to come back and pay attention.
He's gonna get the Doomguard debuff somehow.
Sweet. Wait, him or me?
Him, so you have to come back.
Oh, no. No, I don't think that'll be necessary.
It's okay, Denied will tank his DPS, is that what you're saying?
Sure, why not?
Oh, wait.
Take note, Madroth, you have to tank twice as hard today to make up for Thursday.
Okay, I'll do twice as good as I normally do. How about that?
Sounds good.
Not healing.
Gonna drop off soul. Staff, shoulders, perhaps.
Don't heal Herodus, I think he's away AFK.
We need
Well,
more
he was-
infernals!
He was over by the three other guys.
Did you know there are 46 nutrients in maple water? I'm still reading their website.
Why?
I don't know, because it's here.
He wants maple water.
Yeah.
Apparently maple water is gluten-free and dairy-free, surprisingly enough.
Is it water free too?
No, it's literally like maple juice and water.
Maple juice?
Syrup, whatever. It has a picture of some guy in plaid who looks very Canadian. He's holding a bucket and looking very confused. I think that's what has the maple syrup in it. Alright, that was a very fascinating trash pull. Can I get a res, please? Thank you.
notice we're missing Tyr, who's doing the DPS ring.
Poison.
Sweet.
What, you want me to hit it every time it comes up, or what do you want me to do?
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
As long as I don't have to press something extra.
Okay. Anybody have any questions or anything? Winter food?
How long did it take you to save up for that Raven tile?
No, I got it last week. I wasn't really trying to save up for it. Just happened. Garrison missions and leftover from dailies. We used to do them all the time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Switch to Doomfire.
Awesome for lunch, though.
Switch to Deathcaller.
What are groups?
Good question.
Good job, Madroth. You're a bad person.
What'd I do?
Pull before I said pull. Knew there was something I was forgetting. Ooh,
Oh,
sweet.
dear.
Alright, I'm a Evanesce out of that.
Yeah, I popped my.
You gonna blame me for that one too?
No, that was all me. Although, actually, yes, because we were distracted with the whole groups thing.
I had all of your attentions. That's a good place to put your attentions. Everybody pay attention to me!
Well, thank you for bringing it up. Or we would have been like 9 out.
Okay, group 1 will be
Oh, nice when I try and move groups.
Tal,
It's just getting
Zuli.
weird.
That's it. We're awesome.
Come on. I'm moving, running, etc.
Pedal fast.
Alright,
Oh, I told you it tickled.
I know, I Evanesced again.
And I wasn't even in the air. I just went to absorb, and apparently I don't have that much health.
I got a good feeling about this!
I'm considering just making you guys run off the side.
Oh, come on, there's only a few DPS dead. You got this.
Okay,
You know what? No,
so
go ahead and wipe
silence.
it. We're gonna do this properly this time. Stand the
Okay.
fire, guys.
Last time, what the hell? We were on a roll.
Please send checks for a per fee for reimbursement to Madroth. And also me, because I should have called it.
It's all your fault, man.
Okay. What do you want me to do? Feel bad?
Thanks for killing me again.
You're welcome! I really don't know what you guys are expecting me to do. I mean, I have a bunch of feels, but none of them are remorse.
You have no feels. Quit lying. You're not allowed to lie while streaming.
What?
I'm not convinced that that's a rule.
Oh, lie,
It should
period. Streaming is rather irrelevant.
Yeah, he wasn't lying when he said he doesn't feel remorse.
That's true. That was the truth.
Trying to think of something I may have felt remorseful about throughout my life.
Alrighty, guys, come on. This is progression.
It is? Really?
Yeah, it is. So we vaguely consider acting like adults. Alright, Ellie, you working on groups, I guess?
Groups are done.
Okay. Group 1's going to be Velo, Ellie, Fixie, Keenan, and Poison. Group 2 is going to be Tal, Tal, Madroth, Denied, and Zuli. People who aren't in groups, I know that's going to be outside the whole time, are Warugi, Erodus, Winter, Sad, and Aira. Anybody have any questions at all?
Yeah, shall I not pull after ready checks?
You should wait until I say tanks on you, probably.
Alright, I can do that.
And it's a bad habit we seem to have gotten into recently.
Well, normally it's just when people suddenly get quiet, I typically just expect it's time for me to pull mobs, so...
I know.
Attention as usual. Or at least...
Nah, there are people that aren't here. There are a lot of people that need food as well.
Yep.
And a lot of people that need buffs.
And I need to rebuff my Pepe.
Or not.
But it's a DPS increase.
I don't...
It makes me feel happy, and when I'm happy I do more DPS.
I'm working so hard on getting it
So
too.
what,
I love
you're
it.
happy-
Alrighty, ready check again? I'll do it. Ready check, there we go.
I'm gonna ready check right after this ends, by the way.
No, you're not.
So what were groups again?
Alrighty. Group 1. Balo, Ellie, Fixie, Keenan, Poison. So when Keenan gets a circle around him, that's who's going in. Group 2. Tal, Olatal, Madroth, Denied, and Zuli. So when Madroth gets a circle around him, either run screaming or that's who's going in. Everybody whose name I didn't just say is not going in.
Can I refer to those two as Tao Tao?
Tao and Pali.
I have a node that just says other Tal. Alright, tanks on you.
I'm gonna call them both Tao Tao.
You could erase the L and then say that.
Remember we used to have like 4 towels?
Yeah, I do. Taloberon, and who was the other one?
There's one I didn't
first.
like.
Marion or whatever his name was.
Alrighty, game phase sustained.
Alright.
Switch to Doomfire. Doomfire is down. Switch to Deathcaller.
I didn't taunt him. I'm curious if you just let me take aggro.
Yep, pretty much.
Switch sides and spread. Stack purple.
Right.
And stack orange. Switch to Doomfire Spirit. And back to boss. Switch to Deathcaller. And back to boss. Switch sides. Shadowfall Burst and yeah, just spread. Switch to Doomfire Spirit. Alrighty, back on yellow. Switch to Deathcaller. Switch sides. Stack orange. Switch to Doomfire. Back to boss.
Okay, stack on Arky's tail.
I'm assuming that stack on butt is for the laser stuff, right?
Yep.
Okay. Switch to Deathcaller. Switch sides. Stack on skull behind the boss. And stay on Death Column. Back to boss. Switch to ads. Switch to Death Column. Switch sides, stack red.
Oh, this is gonna hurt healers.
Okay. Back on ads.
Zuli's down.
Res Zuli. Switch to Death Column. Rebuff.
Rebuff.
Switch sides, go on skull.
Phase 3, get ready for banish.
Kill remaining ads. Alrighty, Madras group. Tal, Tally, Denied, and Zuli get into green stuff.
Tau Tau.
Everybody else out of that green stuff. %. Remember to stay spread, 6 yards.
Group 1.
Keenan's group, go in.
And because I don't hate open space like Fed does, we're moving to the middle of the room.
Talking about, I left you plenty of open space.
Like 2.5 inches more than
popping
normal.
hero when the infernals come down.
Alright, ranged inside, focus on star. Dead, focus back on main. And run in. And out of the green crap. 20%.
Madras group. Infernos are coming now.
Alrighty, outside group, heroing, and pop DPS cooldowns. I'm gonna keep those infernals separated.
Need help with that star, please.
Two down, one to go. Alright, I'm back on boss, 6%. We got this. Good job, guys.
I die.
Paladin, Priest, Warlock, Trinket.
$750 right now.
Nobody?
Reminder, if you have your legendary ring and did not get a drop, that would be a ticketable thing. Although I'm assuming you fixed that by this point, it has been 2 weeks.
Yeah, they
Crit Mastery, Plate Shoulders, Warforged. And going to erode us in 3, 2, 1. Crit Mastery, Cloth Headpiece. And going for DE in 3, 2, 1. Okay, out to change difficulty. And back in.
Okay, looks good. Checking upstairs now. And upstairs looks fine too. Everybody in? And go through red door.
I'm out of range.
Hey, I have a question, Vallo. I'm trying to figure out how I died. I wasn't anywhere near the green. I was trying to break my chain, but I just instantly died.
Alright, take a look.
Also, the unbroken chains cause damage, so somebody else might have not broken their chain around you.
Well, not really. The only thing that deals damage is the chain to the person who has the chain, and then when they break the chain, it deals straight white damage.
Could have been Felbers too.
Yeah, I believe looking at it that it's chain stuff. I'm seeing a couple of like minus 59.4 Ks on this, so it was pretty
Yeah,
substantial.
that's breaking chain.
Yep.
Unleash Torment is breaking chain. Shackle Torment is damage from the chain to you. Fell Corruption is when he does his AoE attack.
Yeah, I think I just got unlucky because I was all the way to the back. There wasn't anywhere else where I could go at that point.
Yeah, and Reign of Chaos and Fell Corruption, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty much Unleashed Torment though. Alright, good times. Everybody's in. Let's see, rebuff. And kill trash.
What's up, Kiernan?
Huh. Did you see that, Fixie?
Well, you said what the hell, so...
Huh?
WTH?
Someone said Fixie, what?
I said Kiernan.
Online?
Poison one more time, sorry.
Did you see who just come online?
Who?
Scroll up.
I don't know if I have him on my list, whoever you're talking about.
Dr. Nimbus.
Oh!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know if that's him though. Should probably invite him to this guild, because he's a shaman healer.
I asked Sen if he wanted to invite his old raid team to come join us. He told me he hated them, deep down inside, and he never wanted to see him again.
I'd love it if I wasn't getting chain food.
It's okay, Mad died. Everything's right in the world.
Yeah, wait, what?
Nothing.
Aw.
Go back to your dirt nap.
I like that.
I like you too.
I like turtles.
You just haven't known him long enough.
Yeah, it wears off after a while.
Yeah, the magic disappears, right, Tal?
The magic?
You guys are just mad that I stopped book club.
No, I'm not mad.
Yep, that's
Stop
why you're
what?
angry.
No, don't get him
you
started
guys did
on
a book club?
We had a book
Oh
for a
club.
reason.
God.
What?
It was the best part
Oh,
of Star
I've heard
Wars.
about this.
I love book club.
Mad
No, you don't.
Not with Matt.
week-long officer
Yeah, you know
meetings. Or day-long officer meetings. Once a
That
week.
that
This was the management books, right?
Best book club ever.
I've heard rumors.
I'm talking to Damien about starting up his own.
No, I won't go.
That's alright, me and Zulio just do panda stuff during meetings.
get his conduct in Star Wars is the reason why I refused to become an officer.
I said I'd become one because Damien was going to be in charge of me.
Oh my.
Alrighty.
We love you, don't worry.
Back to book club.
No.
Now it's sounding like a euphemistic book club, Madroth.
It wasn't.
No. Book club was bad.
Bone boilers.
Also,
Alright.
we got in trouble for PvPing during book club.
Oh yeah, Tal and I got in a lot of trouble for that, didn't we?
Yeah, but see, with Damien in charge, he'd just be glad somebody knew what PvP was.
Exactly.
Oh no, we
I'm
always
just like
went
sit here and
PvP'd
read
after.
all of these things back here.
And I only yelled at people when they, didn't answer questions when I asked them things.
Well, Kistler never
'Cause we were
answered your
PvPing.
questions.
Yeah.
I really can't imagine Kistler in an officer's meeting. Wait, why the hell do I only have one? Stupid debuff.
So the questions were like, how are you? How was your week? And if I was PvPing, I just want to kill stuff.
I didn't want
Except
to talk
you all,
about my
I never had
You
to
should've
reprimand
just said
somebody
it,
for
I just
not
feel
paying
like
attention
killing
during
stuff.
that part was the interesting thing.
Kistler's responses were the best. He'd be like, nothing.
I'm gonna kill mobs.
Bad.
Yes. No.
No.
Mad.
Alright,
What?
now we're all doomed. I'm giving serious thought to heroing on trash.
It won't help us.
We're still doomed.
I'm telling you, one day we will kill this group all in one. It will happen.
What, are you gonna make us keep trying until then?
Sort of.
Yeah, deny. That's probably a really good idea.
Well, it's more like one day I'll remember that this is the one I'm not supposed to pull all of. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it'll probably happen at some point.
You can't pull this group.
That's what I was
like
saying.
That.
Maybe if I just repeatedly tell you that you're acting like Kisslaw, you'll stop doing that.
I have warned you over and over. If you do not tell me when to stop pulling mobs, I will just pull mobs.
Isn't that kind of your job as the tank to know what mobs to pull?
No, not exactly.
I'm
you
fairly
can
certain
pull
that's
mobs
exactly
as long as you
it.
pull single groups alone.
My job is to get beat up a lot.
Actually, if I recall correctly, your job is to minimize amount of damage taken, whereas the healers is to minimize, amount of deaths, and the DPS is to maximize amount of damage done.
Well, I'll still completely
None
admit
of
what I
which just
admitted
happened.
2 seconds ago, which is I always forget that I'm not supposed to pull all of those at once.
We need to get like a sticky note for you or something. Be like, no.
You'll lose it.
Probably.
I might have distracted him because I did whisper him, "Let's do book club again."
No.
Oh dear.
No, I'd love to take, blame something else, but like I said, I just forget.
Look, squirrel.
Squirrel!
I miss PvPing during our officer meeting. That was.
I died a lot.
I just miss
Yeah.
chasing Lana around with a shotgun.
Then I
I miss
run around
Lana.
with feet in circles.
Ellie's just like standing near my co-ops. Like, hey, my name's Ellie.
Reaction. Although Kisslar's was a close second.
My name's Ellie, and I probably have a master as I could use, but I'm not going to because Velo's annoying. Oh, now
Yes.
Rugi's looking at me too. There we go.
Rugi apparently is really looking at you and likes what he sees.
Awkward.
I think you said.
Not gonna take any more stuff until we pass it.
Just need to put a big sign up here. Mad, don't pull all of these at once, so that I can ignore it and pull them anyway.
Oh man, it's like, hey Poison, it's like all this nostalgia, bringing back these, finding these old people. We just gotta find
Alright.
Desi now.
Madroth, don't pull all of this group.
Maybe we should just make Fed pull. I bet he remembers this stuff.
Boy, I'm glad I got my food in.
I mean, having a DK main tank again would be kind of nostalgic. I've missed Denied.
You miss not having to heal the tanks?
Yeah, I definitely miss not having to heal things.
Me.
I heal all the time on my mage. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a minion. I should probably fix that.
Right now, it's hashtag Team Mage.
Yeah, it's hashtag cauterize because we kept dying. Alright, Keenan, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna put you in charge of tanky things, and then you'll replace Denied.
Pretty sure it's my one Warforged item with Leech. It's kicking ass right now.
I'm still convinced that if we just believe in ourselves harder, we'll be able to take the whole room at once.
You can't.
I believe in myself, but I don't believe in you, Matt, sorry.
Maybe we're all in mythic gear.
You can't.
Maybe I am in mythic gear.
I
You're
believe
not.
that Mad will get us killed.
I think Ellie's trying to make a point here. I'm not sure what it is though.
The point
It's
I'm
not very
trying to
clear.
make is that the supplicants, they cast an ability that's called Unholy Aegis, which turns them practically invulnerable. So no, you can't.
They sound like cowards.
They are cowards that will quite happily murder you, though, so...
Hold back down here.
It's good for us. Builds character.
I think you're confusing character with repair bills.
Me getting a moose mount builds my character, okay? That's the whole point of this.
Oh, is that what we're doing tonight?
Eventually.
Eventually
Not
tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be another one of those 48-hour things.
What do you mean another? I'm still waiting for you to follow through on the first one.
That's a good deal. Wife, bathroom.
Yep.
No, I could see my toilet from my desk, so it's not a problem for me.
Jen, don't even inform anyone else.
Do
So,
what?
nothing. Moving on with your life.
What?
Whispers.
Vela has a bag.
You should ask in whispers if you're gonna ask.
Don't ask.
I wouldn't.
I don't even know what Mad's referring to. I'm just laughing because he's funny.
That's not funny.
Some people think I am. I just need to find them.
I think Matt's funny sometimes.
There.
Oops.
I want it known that I do not have the capability to cast frost bolts, so that can't be my fault.
Was that me? Oh, it was Tal. Alright, good job.
It's cripple.
My finger was hovering over the frostbolt button just a little too close.
Alright, because I kind of spaced out, and I'm like, wait, I pressed that button at some point. Was it before or after somebody pulled? It's kind of bad when you're paying so little attention that you actually have no idea what happened 20 seconds ago. Yay, trash. Don't stand in the fire will kill you, etc., etc.
Which half of the raid are you telling this? The alive part or the dead part?
Yes.
Yeah, my bad. You can say repair bills to Mad.
I didn't stand in fire. I got the debuff and then I got killed.
Boom! I think
I'm
one just
fine.
spawned on top of me. Oh no, I got meleeed by Eridar Faithbreaker. Sweet. Oh, I took over Keanan, there we go.
I'm fine, no.
God, would you just... Thank you. I was about to say, would you just hurry up and die, but you beat me to it.
Let it be known, I cannot cast frost bolts and thus did not pull both of those. I'll still take credit for it though, it's fine.
I think you have to pull both of those, don't you?
You can't not pull them, yeah.
So
It's
Tao's fault. I got you. Alright, let's see where you're going with this.
It's totally Tao's fault.
Yeah.
Technically, if no one is ready for
We could technically blame Leho.
Tal's on pain meds. You blame the pain meds.
Hey, look, Ellie's just sitting staring. Oh, sweet! Ellie decided to res me this time.
See, that's not.
You're
I have a
mean.
mass res debuff.
Wow.
I see. So you're casting mass res now that I can't take the mass res.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that
Oh,
how it
Ellie.
always is?
It's alright. Fixie's gonna res me.
No, it's not.
Fixie's totally gonna wipe me. Oh, res me even. See, look, he's resing me right now. And he's gonna move
He's
right
gonna
before it finishes.
wipe you?
Gonna wipe you?
Shh.
Yeah, this is getting really
There we go.
special.
How old are you, Valo? Really? You need somebody to wipe you?
You be quiet.
Really young or really old, take your pick.
His bathroom is right next to him.
Show!
He needs
Book
to be
club!
No, I don't want to do your stupid book club.
Book club was awesome.
No, it
Everybody
wasn't.
liked book club.
No.
I'll do a book club.
Azazel
I
did
just
not
won't
like
read
it.
anything.
Rain did not like it. I didn't like it.
Did you actually read the book, Zilly?
No.
No, God, no.
Did-
I didn't. I don't
Mad
think
would
I
tell
ever
me.
even gave them snippets of it.
No,
I
you
just
read
told
some
him
of
what
it
I
to us.
Yeah, you read from.
Were they only
excerpts.
books
Yeah, there's
that
like
you
little
picked?
read-alouds that you made us sit
Yeah,
through.
they were management books.
Management
God,
books.
Madroth
Yeah, they
only
were
reads
fun
management
books.
books.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright.
You're like,
Reading a book
move
club.
my cheese.
And
Who did
really,
move you? Did you
Winter,
ever find out?
you have 10 people telling you no to book club, and you still ask for book club.
Don't
If
ask
you want to read
questions.
who moved my cheese, then go ahead. But it's terrible.
Oh my.
Matt
Nah.
doesn't like anything fun.
I like fun. Look, my books were fun. What's wrong? Just because you guys couldn't appreciate them, it's not my fault.
Well, I will admit that books suitable for target practice.
Wait, what does this button do? Oh, hey, I can local mute people. That's stupid. It's called local mute. That would tend to imply it's not remote. But anyway, whatever. Kill the Eridar Faithbreaker.
Faceburger.
I said Faithbreaker.
No, you said Faceburger.
Do that too.
Burger.
He said it in British, though.
Chip chop chip.
So it's a mad burger?
Look, Valo, we make fun of you, but we love you, and in the end, even if we didn't, you'd always have your spouses to comfort you.
Madroth, you can't love me because you don't have feels.
This is true.
I do have feels.
No, you don't.
I have feels.
The only feel you have is pain when you get killed by trash.
I have more feels than you have spouses, which is impressive.
My wife's now talking crap about paladins. Alright, go ahead and pull the stupid thing with the skull in it. Note how Ellie misdirects onto Keenan and not Madroth.
I'm not even paying attention.
It's because Madroth would die. Because he's a paladin.
Do not dispel the debuff, guys.
We're spending all night learning Tyrant. Can we just get trash on the steps just in case?
Yep.
Oh, come on, I got a good feeling about this.
Incidentally, I just tested it, and it turns out we don't need a robot for getting rid of trash items, because you can just trade them to Madroth and he'll take them.
Matt takes free money.
Oh goodness, that was a spicy jalapeno.
That's an oxymoron.
No, some people still have taste buds left.
I have taste buds and they work just fine.
No, holding a lighter to your tongue does not count as a taste bud.
According to the Scoville scale, or whatever it's called, jalapenos are actually pretty hot.
Not that hot.
Not hot at all. They've got a good flavor, that's about it.
Yeah, let's continue this conversation of relative things as though they're absolute determiners. Please, continue.
I did the Korean
Mad
ramen
has
challenge.
fields.
Mad has fields.
I was thinking of where to slip that in there, Kenan.
But he gave you a perfect opportunity.
Absolute truths, I'm fully willing to move over to those.
Also, that's not something to wonder about sin, apparently.
Okay, now I'm barraging because all of you guys pulled everything.
That was the request, wasn't it?
Wait, are there... Okay, let's see how many mobs come running through the wall.
Zully, why'd you pull all those mobs and make us kill them? Go ahead.
Shasha push.
Is that a Canadian wood?
Ukraine, yes.
We made jalapeno vodka once, and it was pretty hot.
I don't like spicy. We just have knockoff spicy up here in Canada.
It's because you're Canadian.
Canadian.
I know, that's what I mean. We have knockoff spicy. It's like
The
taco
land
time.
of bland.
Serrano peppers.
But this time of year, you guys can just go out and get like some snow and eat it, right?
Actually, good old El Nino, our friend, is it's like -3 right now, so it's super nice out. Birds are so good. Bothwell's and
Alrighty.
-3 Celsius is not -3 Fahrenheit.
I use the real Canadian version.
Oh, okay.
What's
sorry.
the fake Canadian version?
What you guys just said.
Maybe it's because we're fake Canadian.
Well, American, so yeah.
I don't think that's how America works.
America.
Fake Canadian. Are you French Canadian or something?
No.
Alright, Velo, I actually have a question about this fight.
What's up?
The first Edict of Condemnation, that's the hammer that comes down, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in range, I run that to the boss, where she is?
Mm-hmm.
And then but the second one after that, it gets moved other places, right?
So, nope. Basically, you run in as soon as you get it, you run into melee. You stay in melee. The mechanic for that is it starts off as a real big circle, and it's obviously shared damage with everybody else in the circle. And it'll tick 3 times. The second and third time, the circle is smaller. So it pretty much just goes down in melee. All right.
And then when she shoots the fire, it'll hit you, and it'll make little circles. You just do like a 2-step to the right, and then go back to the left. And
Yeah, the best way I've seen of doing it is she'll throw a circle down, and then it'll kind of pulse because she put down a second one, but it looks like just a stronger circle. Once it does that, you move like left or right, and then it'll explode, and then you repeat because she does it twice. So it's kind of like tick, tick, move, tick, tick, move.
Essentially, the way the fire thing goes, she casts circles every 1.5 seconds 4 times, and the circles explode 3 seconds after they're laid down. So you can sit there and get 2 circles under you and then move.
So the first one explodes at the same time as the third one is put down. So, yep. So yeah, and then obviously don't run around during phase 1 or you'll die. Phase 2, stack on purple, go to blue when you get the debuff, keep an eye on the debuff and go back to purple when it drops off. You're not going to get told by DBM or by us when it drops off, you have to pay attention to that yourself. If you don't, then you will die. Phase 3, don't stand in a crab on the floor and stack on the bus.
now, touch of harm, does that just get bounced around until someone loses too much health and that goes to the next person?
Touch of Harm is a healing absorb. If you dispel it, it bounces to another person. Essentially, you need to heal through it.
I mean, could you keep it on somebody until they lost like half and then bounce it to the next person? Or you just keep it
If you Like I said, you keep healing it. If somebody gets low on health, dispel it.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of like I think we're saying the same thing. All right.
Does it reset when you dispel it? I can't remember.
No.
Okay. Any other questions? Oh, how do we want to handle the add in phase 1? Because I know on normal we had like one person DPSing it from the start and then another person switching over, and I've just been pretty much DPSing it from the start, but I don't think I'm the only one, so...
It's fine. People can DPS it. Just
So
if it dies around the same time as she switches to phase 2, that's fine.
So it doesn't actually matter if it dies early, does it?
Nope.
I wonder why I've been timing it to do the same time she dies then. Oh well, whatever. Any other questions?
If you get Annihilating Strike, don't run around. It will always hit you, at least.
That's the one where it runs towards you, right?
No, that's the one where she turns around and smashes the ground in a corner towards the target. But there's no way to avoid it.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying now. Okay, yeah. Pretty much the only time you should be moving is when the circle's under your feet. Unless there's
Or
stuff
if you
in
have
Greyley I
Edict of
don't know about.
Condemnation.
Oh, yeah, that too. Alrighty. Remember to pre-pot on this, and ready check for pull. Madroth denied Erodus food, Keenan Madroth denied flask.
Sorry, I'm back. I found her. I think she locked herself in a room.
Keenan and Madroth flask. Alrighty, thanks on you. And remember the pre-pot if I didn't say that already. Range, you want to be in a semicircle, kind of like we described already. And that's so that Edict gets more people in it. I didn't have a circle under my feet, but I got
boss.
Weird.
No, that's when the ad spawns on Heroic. Oh, the ad's not your back.
I see. I remember that now, you said that last week.
Tempest up.
So again, it's 1-2 tick, 1-2 tick. I'll just do it terribly like I did that looks too.
I'm out of practice on this one.
Hmm?
I'm out of practice on this one.
Yeah. That's why I had us getting an attempt last week, just so, you know, maybe it would help jog memory, but we're gonna need a few attempts on this.
Man, don't forget you have to pick up the Enforcer, or else I'm just going to be taking beatings from both of them, man.
Yeah, I was going for another stack on Tyrant, so I just automatically taunted her back when aggro disappeared.
Wait for it to drop off.
Phase transition's at 70, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's right around the right time though.
Okay, phase 2. Move to
Stack on
purple.
purple.
I like how Sen's minion did not get the message.
Why are people on?
He doesn't care, he does whatever he wants.
Are there people on blue?
Found two corruption people, go over to blue. Everybody else, get the heck off blue before you die, please.
Dispel era, maybe. Oh, never mind. Back to your position, switch to Harbinger, everybody.
Denied poison Tal, move. Reminder, if you're on blue, keep an eye on your debuff.
Hero.
Gotta get that interrupt.
Switch.
Alright, I'll try and walk her back a little bit if we can.
Back on bus. Rookie. Cute. Remember to check your debuffs.
Pixie, you have the debuff. Arado Sarah, move.
Second phase transition is 40. That was a question, sorry.
Yes, it is.
Good.
Save healing debuff, healing cooldown for that.
Alright.
Portal healing cooldown.
When the ad comes up, everybody needs to be switching to ad. It is complete. Yep, stack on boss. Don't stand in the crap on the floor. Red Madroth
up. Might want to dispel poison in Zuli.
Along the wall.
Is Matt dead again, or did you not accept the res?
Ad is up.
The 0 res, so he took it and died. Switch to ad. Alrighty, wipe it. Not that you have much choice. Not bad for first attempt for the night. That is better than I expected.
I realized something that I forgot. The Edict of Condemnation. Am I supposed to move that somewhere specific? I know to stand in it, but when I have it...
When you have Edict of Condemnation, you run into melee, and then everybody in melee will share it with you.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Thank you.
Alrighty,
We're stacked on boss, though, with Edict. You just stay still?
Yeah. Yeah, if you get it in phases 2 or 3, you don't have to move, I don't think.
Oh, in phases 2 or 3, you want to watch that it doesn't explode like on 2 people as well as you. Also, hunters can deter out of it too. Like, you can get the first tick, then get out of there and use deterrence to absorb the second and the third.
And if you're planning on doing that, you really need to shout it out and mumble, because otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise others might try to chase you for it.
And I'll also be like, what the hell are you doing? So, yep. Okay, it's 6:28, so I guess get food flask runes, and then we'll take a 5-minute once everybody's back.
But yeah, well, technically we have 2 healing cooldowns that are for that actually do heal, so Fixie or Sad, decide on which one of you is going to be saving their cooldown for phase 3.
I kind of like when
I
liked when Sad put his, I think that was Sad that put his bubble up, and then right after the bubble I put my trank. I think that kind of worked.
Like Trank, the monk.
Sad is holy.
The 3 best ones for that.
Whenever that bubble was put out, actually seemed like a good timing.
Right, the bubble came from Tali for the Edict of Condemnation that popped at that point. If you have Edict of Condemnation and you see a bubble, go run into the bubble, essentially. Or make sure that it's covering the people in the bubble.
Alrighty, break time.
What's the feast for?
Sad just likes
To see who puts feast, who eats the feast. Also, yeah, sometimes that makes odd out of them. It's kind of funny.
Sorry, I need like another minute. I'm trying to rewrite my cast.
Hey, do I have time to give my daughter medicine real quick?
Sure, I'll take another 2 minutes.
I mean, it's just like a little little dropper thing. That's all.
Yeah, you're not the only one still out too. So.
All right, right back.
Sat down just when it was going off.
I think you're trying to get poisoned, Rudy.
God damn it, my transmo looks so much better on a female blood elf. I really regret making a really short class. Race character.
You could change it.
Yeah, that costs money though.
Go Night Elf.
So, you bought a...
Meh, Night Elf Mage. Meh, lore.
Draenei.
Well, they changed it for a reason.
I know, I don't like the reason. It's stupid.
I agree, but
What's the reason they changed it?
Reasons.
Sorry, I'm back. Full arm splint is a little annoying. Gotta take it off and rewrap it and put it back on.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, let's try that again. Alrighty, still waiting on fixing. So while we're waiting, anybody have any questions? Now we've seen the mechanics again.
Does Mad know what killed him twice?
do what?
Yeah, it was melee attacks. In terms of stuff in general, Aura of Oppression was about 10% of our damage taken. That's the moving one in phase 1, so move less, if you can. Let's see, a bunch of damage from Edict, I don't think that's avoidable. Also missing something. It's actually not too bad apart from that. A lot of people were left alive. Oh, a lot of people were alive, so that is good. We're doing okay. Anybody notice anything needs changing? Not specific people, just mechanics we need to do better.
Move less in phase 1.
Yep.
Running around.
Yeah, basically every time you have to move, it better be for a good reason, because you're taking away heals from someone else. So, I mean, theoretically. But that said, if you need to move, move. So, don't just stand there and take damage because you don't want to move.
Well, I'm going to need a second. BL''I''Lizard GM has told me that my account has been compromised, so I'm going to need to go to this website real quick and get that sorted out.
Good times. Okay. Ready to check for pull? So have food flask runes. Wait, I already did that. No, it was the comeback one. Alright, let's do another one.
One suggestion.
Oh, I'm getting
What's
a Blizzard Administrator as well.
From where?
Should we test out a little semicircle first before we pull?
It's not an actual administrator.
Is this email or PM? Okay. Go ahead and report it and ignore it, I guess. Alrighty. Yeah,
Like-
so
Go ahead.
So as far as Blizzard PMs go, just go ahead and ignore it. As far as everything else goes, so the semicircle we make during phase 1 in order to, you know, kind of let people with edict share stuff. The closer it is, obviously the more of edicts we can share. So what, and Tal just said this and I totally agree, run in a little bit after we pull. Not like all the way in, but maybe close the gap by about, what, maybe 50%? So like, you know, go towards her halfway. That should help a little bit with that. And yeah, the first seal doesn't come out right away. You have a good few seconds to do that. So it's not like you're going to be running in and taking a ton of damage.
I just get in the position beforehand. Like there's a big gap between Valo and Tali that maybe Fixie can fill right now.
True. That's the other thing. You want to kind of make sure you're not spaced out too much. So let's see. The other side looks fine. Fixie, go ahead and come in between me and Tali. Fixie, go ahead and actually come in between me and Tali. There you go. Oh, there you go. Alrighty. Let's see.
I can't face pull her, right?
No, pretty much. You should be fine right there. Okay. Anything else, anyone?
Yeah, sorry, one more thing. I know I'm
What's up?
so I can't type.
No,
Are
it's
we,
fine.
Saving all of our cooldowns for that burn phase for hero, so we should be pots included.
So what I think we did on normal, and I'm inclined to do the same thing on heroic, is use hero in phase 2 to get that to get the add down. And yeah, you're gonna want to try and time ring and cooldown so that they match with that. I would save pot for phase 3, just so that you have an extra bit of something to get the third phase add down as soon as possible.
Yeah, save cooldowns and potions for when the ad spawns in phase 3.
Yep, just curious, is everybody saving those 3-minute cooldowns for that second phase consult?
Okay, let me see. 1 sec. Looks like everybody has buffs, Fixie. Somebody must have rebuffed it.
I reloaded, so it was only
okay.
3 out of 7.
Alrighty. Tanks on you. And remember to pre-pot. Res cannon. Head step. Move into
Phase
purple.
2.
And in terms of stacking, you can spread a little bit. You need to be inside of that healing circle that's right there. And available for Aura of Edict of Condemnation. Good job. Switch to red. Heroing. Remember, you're allowed to move around in this one. Just phase 1, that's a problem for. Keep an eye on your debuff. If you're on blue, make sure when it drops off, you go back to purple.
Hunting.
Head step. %, left in face. Check your debuff, switch back from blue to purple if you don't have it. 4% left in phase. Res Tali. Oh, sorry, there's no reses though.
Yeah, a lot of people are down though.
It's fine, just carry on.
Okay.
If we can get to phase 3 reliably, then I'm gonna be happy, so.
Well, it is phase 3.
Yeah, I know.
I'd just wipe it at this point, really.
Okay. Stand and stuff.
Yeah, 2 tanks, 1 DPS, and 2 healers. Wipe it, guys.
We're trying.
It looked like Mad wanted me to like keep healing him. Sorry.
Thanks for the mess, Rez. Did you have specific people on that first ad or no?
Not really. I mean,
I've been switching, but it's been fine, so don't worry about
He
it.
died at the right time. We got into phase 2 without a 3rd Edict of Condemnation, so we're good there. The one thing, tanks, you need to be on the 2 sides of Tarrant during that phase 2, specifically like so. Skoa next, because she hits with an ability that does AoE damage to the tank she's tanking, the tank that's tanking her. So if you're on blue, you're taking a lot of damage from the exploding people that are there. If you're on purple, you're dealing damage to the people that are on purple, so you need to be on two. It's called... what's it called? Tainted Shadows?
Yep.
Yeah, it's called Tainted Shadows and deals 80,000 damage in a 5-yard radius. And essentially, the point of Font of Corruption is that whenever she does Tainted Shadows, she also hits the Font of Corruption people. Now, if they have Font of Corruption, they're immune to the AoE effect, but they still do the AoE effect to everybody else. Right, but they're... Well, try your best to do so, that's what I'm saying.
So you want her at red and what?
No, we want her where she is. The 2 tanks are on Skull and red. Nope.
Oh, man.
The 2 tanks are standing on Skull and red, and you're essentially so you're not dealing damage to each other or to anybody else with Tainted Shadows.
Okay.
It also helps. It also helps keep the boss where melee that are standing in blue can actually hit it, because I have to run towards the middle to hit him.
Nope. Yeah, if I say something that doesn't make sense to you, feel free to ask questions, of course. It could be a case of either me not saying it properly or somebody misunderstanding something. So do not hesitate to ask.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you want to switch potions to on hero.
Faster we get out of that, easier it is.
It is true. We can do that too.
As long as we're moving in phase 3, we can get that ad down pretty quick.
That's why I always save my potion for that ad in phase 3.
Yeah, I haven't been popping mine till then. Well, when I was alive that first time.
Right, but if we get phase 2 dead as fast as possible, less of us will be dead for phase 3. Yeah, I kind of just throw everything you have at phase 2 once the ad comes out, and we'll see how that goes.
I have
Alrighty.
a question about phase 2.
Sure.
As far as the ad goes, does it really have to go down first, or can we have somebody that can interrupt, stick to it, while everybody else gets through that phase, and then we can turn to the ad real quick?
On heroic, on heroic, every time you interrupt the heal, she gets a buff that decreases cast time.
Okay.
So on the 4th, it becomes instant, as far as I know. So we want her down before the 4th. Harbinger spending, or whatever it's called.
Alrighty, any other comments?
You can buy it from me instead.
Ready check for Paul?
Matt hates Panda.
Rodus food? Alrighty, tanks on you. Where semicircle would be nice if it actually existed. Fixie, Tally, yeah, come in a little bit. There we go. Urugi, get in your semicircle.
Come join the fun, San. We'll hold hands and sing songs.
Alrighty, that looks a lot better. Tanks on you. Remember to pre-pot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Eridar are no strangers. Are you so
Switch. Switch.
Something.
I got Tyrant. You intentionally taking her back?
You what?
Are you intentionally taking her back?
Nope.
Dang, dude.
Move to
Move in
purple.
purple.
Yes.
Hunting.
Heroing. Switch to add.
Tal, move.
Back to bus.
Watch out for fun debuff.
Res error.
Valor, your fun
I know.
ran out.
Hunting.
Rebuff.
Something.
Five % in pace.
Hunting.
People on the blue side, check your debuff. Minutes on B-Res. Phase 3.
Trank. Get Tal dispelled.
Stack boss. Stay out of the crap on the ground. Remember, you can move around.
I can
Add
try
coming
to
up.
trank
Kill
shot
add.
in deter.
Deserve to be crushed. 3, 2, 1. Know your place, weakling.
50% on ad this time. Pretty good. Stand in crap.
3, 2.
I.e. wipe it.
That second phase that died quick.
Alright, let's see.
3, 2, 1.
We lost a TPS pretty early too. I'm sure that didn't help.
Yep.
Yeah, watch out for that debuff, guys, because people are sitting with it at very low health.
The one that drops your health down and you have to heal to get rid of it. That one.
Touch of harm that gives
Yeah.
you a healing absorb.
Yeah, if people are taking damage from some other mechanic, that needs to be dispelled. I'm just looking at a damage taker right now.
I see the font thing now, by the way, what the icon looks like. I will not run over too early like I did the previous attempt.
Yeah, if you have DBM, it'll stick a thing above your head when you get it, like the, font of corruption on whatever your name is. Fixie in your case. In terms of the debuff coming off, as far as I know, it doesn't alert you, so I just keep it on my top right.
It does alert you. Mine does at least.
Yeah, it does. It did.
For some reason, mine never has.
I need to see what the icon was just because I don't want to rely on the add-on.
Yeah, DBM starts counting down at like 5 seconds for font of corruption debuff.
And Tally just said, and that's something I somehow didn't think of, when you're over on the blue side and your debuff, is about to fall off, you probably want to move out to the left. You do want to move out to the left or right, and then once it actually falls off, go back into purple. So that, when your debuff actually goes away, you're not still in blue, and yeah. And yeah, in phase 3, the aura increases your damage taken as well as your damage given out, so you really want to be not standing in grab. When to grab potions at the guild bank, which I guess you needed to.
Potions, but the candy and the potions use a different...
No, they don't.
No, it's the same sadly.
Yeah, DPS potions and stuff like that are on a different cooldown from health potions and stones, but yeah, the health things are on the same one.
Okay. Yeah, I was using my potions and my deterrents. I was just trying to get another one.
Alright, I'm still looking at damage taken, so give me a sec.
I had like 5 edicts target me, if that's possible. Actually,
yeah, it's possible.
Alright, let's see.
Oh god, I took a lot.
Yeah, 1 million of edict I had, and then I had like 4 annihilating strikes.
Yeah, so like Tally said, make sure you're out of blue and like off to the side a couple of seconds before your debuff drops off. Let's see what else happened. Make sure you run in for Edict of Condemnation. No, it looks like we've been okay with that. As far as Aura of Oppression goes, again, you need to be moving as little as possible. I know I keep saying this, but some of you keep moving, so cut it out. I know if you have Edict, you need to move in. I'm kind of like focusing on that. But, wow, there's a word that I'm missing. Anyways, I'm noticing that people get Edict, and that's going to make your Aura of Oppression stuff go up. But some of you, it's still too high anyway, so cut that down a little bit. And that goes for all of you, DPSing is nice, but you need to not be DPSing and running around like crazy. You need to not be healing and running around like crazy. Just stay still as much as you can. Okay, any questions or comments?
Let's go.
We dropped her yet?
Not on heroic.
Nope.
Let's do it!
And we're actually doing pretty well. I think that was only, what, a like 3rd or 4th attempt on her?
The 4th counting last week.
Yeah, so... Alright, food flask runs.
Get a perfect phase 1, little trouble in phase 2, we'll kill it.
Well, if I recall correctly from normal, it's like, yeah, as long as nobody dies in phase 1 or 2, and then, we don't do anything crazy in phase 3, it's actually pretty, like, we definitely have the DPS, is what I'm saying. So, we just gotta keep the DPS and the healers and the tanks alive. Alright, ready to check for Paul. And I like what we did on phase 2 last time, so we're gonna do that again. Just throw everything at it. Alright, semicircles. And tanks on you. Pre-pot.
Haunting.
Run back in, guys.
Glitch.
Arodus has the debuff.
Do better about dispelling that in future.
Haunting.
Add down.
Move to purple.
Haunting.
That's about to come out.
Haunting.
Heroing.
Haunting.
Check your debuff. %, left in face.
How'd you get a taunt?
Debuff's running out.
Oh, DBM does tell me now. Oh. And right back on you.
Haunting.
2% left in face. Good job, guys.
Trank. Dispel Warugi.
Stand right near boss, but not on despoiled ground.
Haunting.
Switch to
Head
the
out.
Alrighty, mode to the side, stay calm, stay off of bad ground, and we got this. %, on add. Remember that you have health potions if you need to use them. Halfway done on the add.
Haunting.
3/4 done. Still need to
Get
run
that
into
edict
Edict.
stack.
Alright, 25%, res fixie. don't think we have B-reses actually. 18%. Sweet, we do. Okay, Fixie's coming back up, rebuff.
Taunting.
Throw everything you've got at her. Remember again, health potions, we got this, guys. 10%. 5%. Good job.
Good job, guys.
Well, I thought my schedule was optimistic. Awesome.
Aw, gold. Ooh, ring. Pretty.
Ooh, that's a ring upgrade for me. Sweet.
Nice.
Where to, boss?
Forward. Yay. Go around the side. Go to the west. And now we are officially 10 out of 13 for Heroic Hellfire Citadel.
Yay, good job, guys.
Alrighty,
One step closer to Mythic, yay!
Rage quit.
Oh, come on, San, you love us.
I don't love Mythic though. I'll see
Yeah, but you
guys
love
again in
us.
Legion.
Oh, yeah, right.
I don't love you more than I hate Mythic.
Oh, you never even tried it with us yet.
Alrighty. Tal is dropping out, so thank you for coming out, Tal.
Oh, Tal, thank you for coming. I know you're all,
Bye, Tal. Feel better.
messed up. We couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, thanks. Jumping out there.
Totally.
See you
Bye,
guys.
Tal.
See ya.
Take drugs.
Take drugs?
Lots of drugs.
Wow.
He has
Teacher,
painkillers.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna absolutely regret this, but every single person in the raid group, please send me a whisper saying out of 10 how confident you are with Fellow Lord mechanics. It is okay if you're not, I just need to know. And I mean every single one of you.
Wait, Fellord has mechanics?
Yes, Fellow Lord has mechanics. If you don't know them, you're at a 1. Madroth, stop spamming me and just give me a number.
What if you're not confident with the number that you're whispering?
What?
And you should probably whisper a lower number.
One.
We'll likely need to go over them.
Niner.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with the we will likely need to go over them.
Yeah, I think I would screw it up if we were to do it right now.
In case you're wondering, I'm at a 6, and a lot of you are lower, and some of you are higher. Congratulations to those of you who are high. You actually followed my instructions, unlike me, and read up on this fight before tonight.
I'm sorry, it's the last 2 weeks.
No, it's fine.
Welcome to the
I know.
Warlords of Draenor
We all
Basic
suck,
Raid
but-
Prep Series.
Your excuses do not interest me. Life sucks, get a helmet.
Actually, we are close to break. I mean,
By LOS
Yeah,
Gaming.
so what we're going to do is
Kill
we're going
trash.
to kill trash, get to the boss, do a break. If you need to read up on a video, which you probably do, go ahead and do that, and then we'll go get killed by Fellord a couple of times so you actually understand the mechanics that you've read about. Okay.
And tomorrow I'm gonna pug Manaroth again and get the portal for Manaroth.
Yep, and we're going to do a whole bunch of attempts on Fellord before I use that Manaroth portal, so just because Ellie gets a Manaroth portal doesn't mean I'm going to let you all use it, just as a heads up. I'm going to expect us to actually know the mechanics, even if we can't quite get the boss down before we start looking at Manaroth. Alright, pull this guy out to the door.
Oh, our others got sacrificed.
Alrighty, someone go make sure he stays alive. Probably need one of y'all, although 2 people is gonna help.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck just happened?
Yep.
You got teleported.
Okay, now go kill dogs.
Any specific ones, or just whatever ones we find?
The ones that are eating our others.
Interrupting their dinner?
It's like a lady in the tramp scene with the spaghetti.
Erodus is the spaghetti.
Yep.
I'm that kind of dirty.
Well, I mean, you gotta have goals. Shut up, Zen.
Sen's goal is to make that noise as often as possible, I think.
No, he has actually not made it on many occasions.
Well, spaghetti.
Alrighty, go kill that trash while I close the 10,000 PM windows I now have.
Didn't realize we had 10,000 people raiding.
Some of us decided to spam Balo.
I was gonna say Mad probably messaged Velo like 20,000 times.
He was the only one who did, too. Oh look, he's doing it again. Madroth, you're tanking, go tank. Allegedly.
Nobody tells me these things.
That's why you pull stuff and get us all killed, remember?
Oh,
we
he's
had
not
that
dead
conversation
yet, so
earlier.
I don't need a tank.
I feel like letting you tank with Death Knights is getting you into bad habits, like he's not dead yet, I don't need to tank.
You're lucky.
Whomever's tanking X, move to the side so you don't get punted upstairs.
Kieran, sit at the very base of the, like this. See how you stand at the very base of the stairs like this? This is what you should do. Because following Mad's example has never led
Is
anyone
a terrible
wrong ever.
idea. Terrible idea.
Alright, Fed, go ahead and tank the rest of this.
This trash is actually hard, Mad.
Oh, good. Maybe it'll present a challenge.
The challenge is staying alive. Although, you know, we have a DK tanking it, so we should be...
Yeah, I have confidence in Fed. I've decided to embrace the
I'm just
fact
making
that I'm
DK
superfluous, so...
I remember when you did that while you were healing, and it's like, yeah, I don't really need to heal, nobody's health bar is too low, we have Sad.
Yeah, and then Sad left and made me heal Tyrant by myself. Well, not by myself, but as primary. Yeah, that was awful. I don't
Good
wanna
thing we
do
had
that.
A-Rap.
There, you happy?
Hey look, Madroth dead.
Why is Skull not dead yet?
That is a very good question.
These people aren't killing him.
That is a very obvious answer.
Just stating the obvious, guys.
Yeah, so he will res dogs that die, so you really need to be him before the dogs.
Just as I was about to cheer Mad's death, I joined him in the afterlife.
And you don't
What
get
are you talking about? I'm not dead.
He brought you as a friend. He was like, I need a friend. I will bring Sin.
You know what? That is the definition of dragged kicking and screaming right there.
Could be worse, could involve Kissler.
I actually hit 300k DPS on that fight.
I was gonna say Poison. You
Well, but if it involved
You went smushy,
Kisslar,
smushy.
Mad would have an aneurysm and I'd be safe. So
Cal's gone, so I don't have to worry about my DPS anymore.
I love Kisslar. Leave him alone.
Someone has to.
Yeah. I like Kisslar.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
His
Shaman
mother
Salus
doesn't
and I were playing games. Well, that's because he forgot her birthday. We were playing games on the weekend. Without you. Dun dun dun.
Julie,
wait.
You haven't opted to play a game with me on like the last 8 invitations I've issued you, so...
That's because you issue them at like 11 o'clock at night when I have to go deal with children.
Weekends, days,
Why are you
nights.
dealing with children at 11 o'clock at night?
Well, I have to deal with them the next morning.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You know what it is. Some of them I need like a good 10 hours of sleep before I can deal with their shenanigans.
you know, they do make crowd-sized straitjackets.
So, Sully, I can't help but notice that you don't sound like you hate life this week. Are you all done with parent conferences and like recuperating from parent conferences?
Yeah, now I'm just kind of in that zone where we have 2 weeks till Christmas break and I really just don't care anymore.
Hey, that sounds like my whole department right now.
I'm like, here's a word search. You guys want to read The Grinch? Let's read The Grinch.
So the thing that sucks for us right now is, I guess, that when they were making the calendar for this year, they failed at counting. So they had us down for, like, you know, because we're like union contracted or contract, so we have like a certain number of days that we work a year, and they had us down for working 2 more days than we're actually supposed to work. So one of the 2 weeks that I would normally be, you know, breaking servers and stuff while winter breaks on, We're actually off the whole week, so I get 3 whole... Keenan, did you just do a Alejo? I saw someone run off the cliff, and then I don't see Keenan anymore.
I was about to say, I've never seen a Death Knight blink.
Oh, okay. I
You
like
gotta
that
jump
explanation.
over the purple stuff, guys.
Anyways, yeah, so I have 3 days to do winter break maintenance. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that's not. See, I was sad today because I ordered one. It's called the Kinder keyboard. Like it's an extra large keyboard for my student who is visually impaired. And so the tech people send it to me, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. And then I'm like, wait a minute, none of our computers have Bluetooth, so he can't use it.
I personally would never recommend Bluetooth like mouse and keyboard. They're really annoying.
But there's no other ones. Like I can't find any other ones that have like big, like giant letters
Yeah.
on them because he can't see the regular stuff. So.
Yeah.
A USB adapter that you could probably put in.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're a DPS or a healer, come stack with me.
Where are you? I don't know where you are.
Noting we might want to just take break instead after we kill this trash.
Jumping.
Or are we doing this for the trash?
Oh, this is the trash ass.
Okay. Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Okay. I thought you were like back here because everybody was back there.
Yeah, and tanks stand between the 4 pillars.
So we're playing hide and seek.
It is uncomfortably close in here. I don't feel happy about this.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying this.
The point is, when he does his torpedo stuff, he can't get between the pillars. So essentially, he'll be just torpedoing nothing. Urugi, that includes you. Get where everybody else is.
Sen's just out in the middle of nowhere.
What are you accusing me of, man? Well, it does involve tentacles, and that's all I'll say about that.
This is really good.
Too much information.
It's a really good setup for AoE heals.
Did you see, Sen? They have Cthulhu Christmas ornaments. I thought of you when I saw them. I thought you should decorate your whole tree with those.
Alright, has anybody seen the 2-minute tips for Foul Lord? Is it non-terrible?
In our line of sight is the Fell Lord
It's not
Zakun.
bad.
Godan failed to lure Gromosh in the servitude
Probably
of the Burning
better than
Legion.
what we've been on.
Archimonde has now sent Zakun to break the will of the Warsong
I'ma link
chieftain. Let's interrupt the process and save our one-time enemy from subjugation. This fight consists
If you
of
don't
two
know what you're
phases,
doing in
one
Foul
while
Lord,
he
you get
wields
3
his
minutes
axe,
break
and the
and
other
2
while he
minutes
is
of watching
disarmed.
us. Except
During
it's 3
phase 1,
minutes long,
rumbling
so
fissures will
2 minutes
spawn
of-
randomly
you know
throughout
what
the
I
room.
mean.
Players can collapse the fissures by standing in the patch for 5 seconds. One pillar will
And
always
I'm muting
spawn,
myself.
so you want to control its location by leaving the fissure closest to any wall untouched. This will maximize the area you have to work with. Once the first pillar spawns, have your tank bring the boss near it. Try to spawn all future pillars as close to the first as possible.
Players that collapse a fissure will get a debuff called Latent Energy that lasts 2 minutes. They will not be able to collapse another fissure until the debuff fades. Understanding how the pillars and players with Latent Energy interact with these small purple waves called Wakes of Destruction is key to defeating Zakun.
If a pillar or a player with latent energy ever come in contact with a purple wave, the energy will be released, resulting in raid-wide damage. Players with latent energy will need to dodge waves, and players without the debuff will need to defend pillars from getting hit. To defend, simply run into the wave before it reaches the pillar.
There are a few ways that Waves of Destruction will spawn. Firstly, Zakun will use an attack called Soul Cleave that will send his current tank into a Shadow Realm. Here they will need to dodge the waves and jump over the purple rings. Once your debuff Cloven Soul expires, you will be ported back into the normal realm. Interact with these small purple waves called Wakes of Destruction is key to defeating Zakun.
If a pillar or a player with latent energy ever come in contact with a purple wave, the energy will be released, resulting in raid-wide damage. Players with latent energy will need to dodge waves, and players without the debuff will need to defend pillars from getting hit. To defend, simply run into the wave before it reaches the pillar.
There are a few ways that Waves of Destruction will spawn. Firstly, Zakun will use an attack called Soul Cleave that will send his current tank into a Shadow Realm. Here they will need to dodge the waves and jump over the purple rings. Once your debuff Cloven Soul expires, you will be ported back into the normal realm and shoot waves in all directions. Make sure you are as far from the pillars as possible when you come out, giving players the time to block a wave if necessary. Zakun will also use Cavitation, a conal wave attack that will be targeted at a ranged player. Face Zakun towards a pillar with everyone behind to make sure he sends the waves away from the pillar.
Finally, Zakun will be foul targets. Players inflicted will receive a heal absorption debuff. Once they have received enough healing, the debuff will
The waves away from the pillar. Zakun will also use Cavitation, a conal wave attack that will be targeted at a ranged player. Face Zakun towards a pillar with everyone behind to make sure he sends the waves away from the pillar.
Finally, Zakun will be foul targets. Players inflicted
The time to block a wave if necessary. Zakun will also use Cavitation, a conal wave attack that will be targeted at a ranged player. Face Zakun towards a pillar with everyone behind to make sure he sends the waves away from the pillar.
Finally, Zakun will be foul targets. Players inflicted will receive a heal absorption debuff. Once they have received enough healing, the debuff will be removed, causing a small 6-yard explosion.
Phase 2 starts as Zakun throws his axe into the ground that will do constant raid-wide AoE damage. Heavy-handed will cause all of his strikes to hit an additional nearby target, so tanks will need to stack for this phase. The most important part of this phase will be dealing with the Seeds of Destruction. After 5 seconds, players with this debuff will pop, sending waves in all directions. When you get seeds, run to the opposite side of the room from the pillars and spread out.
There will be more waves at this moment than any other time in the fight. Players without latent energy, be sure to guard the pillars. Players with latent energy, avoid the waves. Hiding behind players without the debuff is pretty effective.
When Zakun hits 30% health, he will enrage and use abilities from both phases simultaneously. Pop Bloodlust and burn him down as quickly as you can while continuing to dodge and block the waves.
Uproot the pillars as closely together as possible. Make sure to protect them and your allies from the waves. Burn him quickly as he enrages, and show Zakun what
that
brute
video
force
is a
and iron
lot
will
of
actually
really
look
dense
their time in the fight.
information.
Players without
It's going to make a
latent
lot
energy,
more
be sure
sense
to
after we
guard the
do it a
pillars.
few times.
Players
but
with latent energy, avoid the waves. Hiding behind players without the debuff is pretty effective.
There's
When
purple
Zakun
waves.
hits 30% health, he will enrage and use
let them
abilities from
touch
both
pillars.
phases simultaneously. Pop Bloodlust and burn him down as quickly as you can while continuing to dodge and block the waves.
Uproot the pillars as closely together as possible. Make sure to protect them and your allies from the waves. Burn him
If
quickly
you're
as he
sitting there
enrages,
DPSing and
and
you
show
need to
Zakun
move, this is one of those ones where you need to just move instead. We probably all have questions. Anybody have any really basic questions, or should we just run right into it?
Well, I was curious, do we know, I know on like some of the trash when I use anti-magic shell, it doesn't do anything. If I use that before trying to protect a pillar, was that going to just let it go past me, or does anyone know?
Really, I think all you got to do is just take the hit denied. I don't think that
If you don't have
it's
the
that big a
debuff, yeah, if you don't have the debuff, my understanding is it's not that big of a deal for you to take a hit from it. If you do have the debuff, it is a big deal.
Oh yeah, I figured that, but I always try to mitigate anything I can.
Yeah, I mean,
Do we need soaking groups?
in terms of fissure soaking, the debuff will stop you from soaking another fissure. So if you go in, you know, soak a fissure, you can't soak another one until your debuff falls off. So it's not so much, my understanding is it's not so much soaking groups as somebody needs to go stand in the fissure.
Right, somebody needs to soak, and the difference here is that actually tanks will have to soak as well. And especially tanks, because whenever he sends the tanks into the spirit realm, the debuff drops. So they're the only ones that can soak more often than every 1.5 minutes.
it's 2.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 2
Yeah,
minutes.
it's 2 minutes.
According to Wildhead, it's 1.5.
Let's see.
The video we just watched said 2 minutes.
Well, we'll find out in a minute.
Right. I think it's 1.5. At least that's what I remember when I did this, but I could be wrong.
It's entirely possible it got nerfed at some point too, and one of them's out of date.
So if you try to soak again, it's basically, it puts you into the shadow world, or it just doesn't do anything?
If you try to
try
soak again, you sit there, you take damage, and nothing happens to the fissure.
So yeah, this is one of those fights. It's like Zul'Harak, in that you need to be really aware of what your debuff status is. So, which again, we just need to practice that. Okay, I personally think we just try it and see how it goes.
Are we going to start here next week?
Let's see. We will be starting here on Thursday. We will be starting from Iskar on Tuesday.
Well, unless we drop him today.
Yep, if we drop him today, I'll be seriously reconsidering this car, but I'll probably end up doing it anyway.
So if we drop him today, then we'd be able to go 2 mana off, right?
Yes.
Yes, if if we
this guy.
If we drop him today or Thursday, then Ellie having a Manroth portal becomes a very, very interesting thing, and I start seriously looking at which bosses we need from Upper. Let's put it that way.
Well, we need to farm this guy for poison.
Anyways,
And denied.
we are slightly jumping ahead of ourselves, so let's go ahead and down the guy first. Anybody have any other questions, or should we just run straight into this?
I have one question. What are these markers here for?
So the phase where seed spawns, basically somebody will get seed of destruction on you.
Corruption.
I'm sorry. My understanding is the markers are for that, right, Ellie?
When we go into phase 2, I will call out a location, and we will all ranged plus healers will move to that location, but not right on top of it, stack in front of it. So that whenever somebody gets Seed of Corruption, they can run to the marker and explode behind the rest of the group, and the group can soak the waves that come off of them.
Will it be everybody without the debuff?
Yes.
Okay,
Everybody
so
without
everybody who
blatant
has
energies.
everybody who does not have the debuff will be going to wherever Ellie calls out. Everybody who does have the debuff will be not doing that thing, and they're presumably running in once the debuff drops off.
TYHR entered channel.
Oh, hi, Tier. Are you good to go?
I think we're gonna stick with the current group we have. I don't think I'm gonna switch it at this point.
Alrighty. Well, we are 248. That's why I was asking.
Maybe we lost Tal earlier.
Yeah, it's not a huge DPS fight, and also I don't want to go with mechanics again, so we'll just give it. Maybe we haven't got an hour left anyway. Alrighty, ready to check for pull. Fixie, Madroth, Rugi, Rudis, Winter, Food, Keenan, Madroth, Winter, Flask.
And yes, this boss is one of the most complicated mechanics fights in HFC, so focus.
But at the same time, don't take it so seriously that you want to cry, because really it's just a boss. We can get this. We've gotten... 1 second. We've gotten so many other crazy... Yeah, we've gotten so many other crazy bosses that... Yeah. Okay. So... Let's see. I'm a re-ready check because that first one was kind of bad. Madroth Flask.
Yeah, poison needs daggers. Or whatever they are.
Fist weapons and neck.
Alrighty guys, stop jumping ahead of yourselves. Tanks on you, and remember to pre-pop, please. We're heroing on him rage, right? 30% or whatever it was.
Yes, at 30%.
Alrighty, go for it.
So the one on purple, I will go.
Okay. There's one on yellow and one on moon too.
Grab green. I'm sorry, moon.
Come on. Okay. Sorry. I was right there and then I blinked away from it. So it's
okay.
a little bit frustrated. Okay, so those of you who just soaked, remember you now have that debuff.
No, stay in the middle, Kiernan. One of the tanks soak the one in the middle.
And then there's one back by the gate. Are we gonna leave that?
Somebody soak the one by the gate.
Okay, Winter says it. Oh crap, there's one on the way over there too, I'll grab that.
No, the one by the gate hasn't been soaked. There we go.
Alrighty.
Phase 2. Move to Blue. I'm sorry, move to Moon.
You want the boss on? Move. Woo. Okay.
That was my fault. I heard go to Moon, and then the purple thing came, and I blew you over.
Yep. So again,
Right,
if you have
people
debuff, you
without
don't go to Moon.
latent energy.
Sorry.
That's all good. Now we learn
The
that
other
lesson.
thing is, if you get Seed of Corruption, you move to Moon. In other words, you move to behind the rest of the group, so you can soak. Melee doesn't, especially the tanks, do not move the boss from the middle as much as you can, because what happened there was he ended up cleaving on range DPS.
And that's the thing where the two tanks have to stack, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did it right? Then I moved to Moon because I had, was it Seed of Corruption or whatever?
Yes,
So
you
when
did it right.
I blow up, it comes out and hits you guys instead of hitting the pillars.
That's exactly right. Yeah, so the people with Seed of Corruption will stand right on, for example, Moon. The people who do not have a debuff and do not have Seed of Corruption will kind of stand in a little circle, or quarter circle around them.
If you soak, you have the debuff, correct?
That is correct. And it drops off after however long we decided it was. But yeah, 2 minutes.
And that's why the heavy-handed killed me.
I think I just blew you all up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure pretty much everybody died just because of the Wake of Destruction. Because it hit like crazy. So. Okay, rebuff, food flask runes.
I got that like purple debuff like in the beginning that didn't stand before I stood in anything. Is that just random that's going to go out, and does that affect anything?
That's a different debuff.
What is that, and what do I need to do for that?
The debuff you're talking about is Befouled.
Yeah.
What you need to do for it is make sure you're not within 6 yards of other people. Because when it runs out, it explodes for 300k damage around you, but not to you.
So what happens is you go stand off to the side. The healers heal you up so that like it's a heal absorb, just like at the last fight. And once the heal absorb caps out, yeah, you'll do AOE damage to people around you. So just don't have people around you.
I headed for orange when I got it.
Yeah, and I had it, and I wasn't near anybody, but I even soaked the swirl up, and it was fine. So
yeah, it's completely that one befouled thing is completely unrelated to the whole rest of the mechanics. As far like it's not like the fissure is related to the purple thing. The befouled one is separate. It's just another thing to screw you over.
Right, the purple debuff you need to worry about is called latent energy.
Mm-hmm.
Winter, you ran into it, but I don't think it soaked, so I soaked it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have to stay in there for like 2 seconds or something.
You have to stay in there until it goes away, is my understanding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
No, that's fine. Now we know.
You ran it for a good amount of time too. It was weird.
Specifically, actually, it's 5 seconds, but just stay in it until it goes away.
Right, and if there's a fissure in the middle, the tank that's currently tanking forward needs to soak it.
I'm sorry, say that again?
If there's a fissure in the middle, the tank that's currently tanking forward needs to soak it.
Oh, yeah, cool.
But there's dark circles, and then there's the green swirly circles, correct?
Something else for the tanks specifically. When you're in the spirit realm, when you come out, you explode in the same fashion that Seed of Corruption does. In other words, you fire off wakes of destruction all around you. So watch out for where the the pillars are and don't end up popping out next to them, so you don't explode everything. I think I skipped mentioning that part before.
It was in the video. Alrighty. Anybody have any other questions?
Actually, yes. The when you guys are saying portal by green, portal by moon, and all that, those are the green swirly portals.
Yes. Before phase 2, when we go for seed, if like when we first start phase 1, yes, we're talking about okay, there's a fissure over near purple or whatever.
But it's not the big dark ones that I soaked.
No, that what you soaked was a fissure.
Okay, because it looked like it was differently on the maybe because of the color of the marker.
Yeah, I think it was just the ground underneath it. It's semi-transparent.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Because the one that I tried to grab over near where he is now is all lit up and stuff, so that's why it looked different.
So they're all the black, opaque thing.
They're all, yeah, muddy-ish green.
It's
I got you.
Black 4 with a green swirl over it. Looks a bit like a Shaman Earthquake, like an effect as well.
Okay, okay.
Alrighty. Any other questions?
Yes. How far do we get that time?
No idea.
67%. I'm sorry, 62%.
Fun thing about this one, though, is you go from 100 to 0 pretty quick, so...
Yeah, phase 1 mechanics were going okay for the most part. Phase 2 mechanics is what exploded us, so we need to practice those. Hero is at 30%.
And that's the point at which you want to kill him as fast as possible, so we'll be saving potions and whatnot for that, too.
Yeah, he has a soft enrage.
Alrighty, thanks, Sonia. Remember to pre-pot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Two fishes back here by gate.
Let's soak both of them.
Okay. I'm in one, and Winter's grabbed the other. Oh, it's really easy to tell if you have the debuff. I haven't even seen it before. Can you jump over wakes?
No.
No. Kiernan soak the one in the middle. Somebody soak the one by the gate.
Pixie hasn't.
We'll be stacking on blue for phase 2.
Unless you have debuff, remember.
On him like that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Phase 2.
5, 4,
On him.
3, 2, 1.
Run to bull, guys with the seed.
Oh.
Wipe it.
Okay.
I also need some clarity. If I have latent energy, what am I not supposed to do?
Stay in the middle. You
Okay,
don't go
that's
by
right.
blue.
Alright, that's where I was. Alright, good.
Oh, and I messed that up.
So again,
You go in the middle of where?
phase 2. If you get seed of whatever the hell, go stand in the color that you get told. If you don't have any debuff, go stand around with the color you get told. If you have the latent energy, you're staying the heck away from purple, which means you're staying towards the middle. The purple will be coming out of the people with seed of Is it destruction?
Corruption.
Corruption. Because I'm sorry, I'm going to say that wrong the whole time now. If you have latent energy, you're avoiding purple. Purple is coming out of the people with Seed of Corruption. The whole reason why the people who don't have any debuff are standing in front of the people with Seed of Corruption is so that they don't hit you and they don't hit the pillars. So, yeah. Again, it's a big
say
crazy.
It one more time, just
okay.
So we can...
That's yeah. Let me try it again.
You run.
Let me do it the other way. So, if you have Seed of Corruption, it will be announced in your DBM. You will run to whichever one of the corners gets called out. You will go stand actually like on. So if you had it, then they said moon, you'd go stand right on moon. Everybody who has no debuff, when the color gets called out, will go stand like in a little semicircle around you, 3/4 circle. So you will get Seed of Corruption. You will send out a bunch of purple things automatically.
No, not melee.
Okay, so just range. And all the people who are standing around you will block all those purple things. They are blocking it from going towards the pillars that happened in Phase 1 and the people with the latent energy debuff. Because if the people with the latent energy debuff get a purple hit them, we all explode.
Same deal with the pures. If a purple hits the pure, everybody explodes.
Or another way of putting it, if you have Seed on you, your job is to get surrounded by people. If you have latent energy on you, your job is to not get hit by purple. If you have nothing on you, your job is to soak purples.
We are getting random waves where there is nobody when a tank comes out of the spirit realm.
Then is that just coming off of wherever the tank came out? Or
Yes.
They're happening right next to the pillars.
Yeah, that shouldn't be happening.
And then
We will try to call out where the pillars are, but yeah, tanks pay attention to where the pillars are as well. So when you're coming out of the spirit world, when your debuff is about to run out, make sure you're standing away from the pillars. I mean, in Phase 1, it's not that big a deal. One wave hitting a pillar, it's not that big a deal, so you should be fine.
Well, which is the priority? Because typically people are in the back of the room, but the pillars are in the front of the room. So if I have to choose between where I'm going to come out, where would you rather those waves come from?
You can hit players with the waves. The waves don't do that much damage to players, so...
Well, we're supposed to block them anyways, so if you spawned in the middle of a group and everybody took it, that's ideal than us running around trying to catch them.
Do we want to have the people with latent energy go stand by the pillars too?
That's what I was curious about, because I know the video talked about trying to stay as far away from the group as possible. So, I mean, I can do whatever.
But you also can't stand too close to the pillars, because they do an AoE.
True. Alright, here's your other complication that somebody pointed out to me in PM. What happens if you have both Seed and latent energy?
If you have Seed and latent energy, run to the location so that players can soak the waves. You will not explode off of Seed.
But if you have latent energy, then
you only explode when you get hit by a wave.
Yes.
And if you have Seed and latent energy, it goes out from you, not hit
You're gonna die.
No, you don't.
No, you won't die.
Okay.
It comes off of you, but make sure you're standing stationary so you don't end up running into waves because they move slow.
Okay, so as far as this, and I think this is another thing that we're still confused about. The start of Phase 2, when people first get Seed, and we're all like, okay, we're going to be running to one corner. The question is, which corner do we pick? The answer is, it's going to be the corner that's as far away as possible from pillars. So, yeah. And I'm assuming what's happening is Ellie is judging that and then, calling out accordingly.
Yep.
Right, but the wave will go. The wave spreads out though. So what do you want? The side that you don't. The side that's furthest.
What do you mean by the side that's furthest? The point of people being stacked there is that people will soak the waves, so that they don't go towards the pillars. There's nothing spreading anywhere at that point.
Is like if there was a pillar on green and we're on moon, the pillar could get hit with the wave. Like what?
Right. If there's a pillar, if all the pillars are on, say, like green and purple, for example, we'd be calling out blue as the corner you should go to.
Right.
I understand now. I didn't realize you guys were saying that. Sorry.
And can I ask the tank something? Can you guys see the markers when you're in the other realm, the shadow realm?
Yes, they can.
Then you should just call out, try to go to a marker and call out you're coming out there. Then that would let us know where.
Yeah, that's an option.
Or rather, shouldn't tanks be coming out at the place where Ellie called out?
Well,
Well,
I don't want
that's
the waves to hit people that have the debuff, and if a tank comes out in the group, he's hitting everybody with the debuff.
yeah, that's true. It's a bit messy and
But that's
altogether,
the same problem as the earlier problem of if you have latent energy and Seed of Corruption.
And that's what I had on that last one.
And that's also what I had on that last one.
No, that's fine. Like I said, if you have both, the waves will not hit you. You
Will
just gotta
the
watch.
waves from other people hit me?
Yes, but
So-
if you two stack together,
Okay.
the waves come off of you and they don't hit.
So seed people need to be absolutely stacked together, and if I don't know how it is for tanking.
It's a
Is
bit
it...
like the last phase for Manoroth, where the waves come off of him. They come off like say 5 yards away from him. That's roughly what happens with the waves here.
Should we call out when we have seed?
No need.
It's a DBM call out. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, and DBM will announce it to everyone.
Is it feasible to have the tanks stack? Oh no, because the tanks can't see us when they're in Spirit Realm, can they?
Nope.
So they can't stack exactly where the Illicid carriers are. Okay.
Well, tanks shouldn't be having that issue because tanks do not get banished in phase 2. And Seed of Corruption is a phase 2 mechanic. If you, the waves come out in a circle from your location, Kiernan. Oh, the tank comes out. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought was what Kanan's saying. So a tank comes out in P2, they don't want to be stacked right where the seed group's supposed to be because they don't know where a seed person that potentially has latent energy is, so they could come out and just explode us all.
Right, but they come out way before Seed of Corruption happens.
The people who have the don't get hit by wave exploding debuff, is it possible just to corral them in the center of the room? And then let the tanks come out in a corner?
Yes, it is possible for phase 2, but for phase 1, they also need to watch out because he does that. What's it called? Cavitation, which turns and swings his axe, and launches waves at random people as well. So they need to be away from him at that point.
Alrighty, let's do it again. That's enough talking. Food flask runs.
Alright, so I'm going to pick a corner when I'm inside, and I'm just going to come out over there as long as there's no nearby pillars. And pray to God there's nobody standing there.
Kiernan, seed markers should be fine for tanks to come out. Because Seed of Corruption happens a bit after phase 2 begins. And you should be coming out at the beginning of phase 2. Literally, as soon as you come out, he goes into phase 2. So you should be fine, and I'll try to call out the marker for stacking a bit earlier.
Yeah, I think that was an issue last time too. Alrighty. Ready, check for pull.
Matt, are you running in and turning him around, or are you taking him just...
Whatever.
Don't make up your mind so that I can not run past the boss again.
Turn him around, it's fine.
Yeah, I'd say tank him in the middle, but face him away from the entrance, if you can.
Okay, flip him.
Alrighty, tanks on you. Remember the pre-pot? Who's your on blue?
Matt soak the one in the middle. I will soak. Somebody soak blue.
Winter soaking blue. Pillars are going to be on purple, so it's highly likely we'll be running to blue in phase 2.
Probably gonna come out on star.
No, try to come out on blue.
On blue? Yeah. Blue I go.
Fisher's in one.
Soaking moons. There's no one up near purple, leave that.
Okay, stack on blue for latent. Sorry, for phase 2.
Where you want the boss right now?
Center.
Stay in the middle.
Alright.
Alright.
Nah, that's my bad.
Yeah, move towards blue.
Boss or someone else?
Arranged.
Okay, range with no debuff, go stack near blue. Range with seed, go on, or people with seed, go on blue. People with latent, stay the heck away from blue.
Yeah,
or stand
it's
over
a
near
wipe.
the pillars. But just so you know in future, that's how you do it.
It's because he wiggled around. I couldn't figure out where he was facing.
Yeah, I died
Tanks have
just straight of
marker?
melee damage. I had aggro after Mad died.
That'd be convenient, yes. Mark the tanks, please.
Yeah, so like my DBM said, seed of something on star. My god, unless it marked me.
I think it tries to be smart, it's not smart. Just ignore the DBM call out for that.
I only dislike this fight so far, I don't hate it yet.
It's not really that hard. If you have latent energy, the biggest thing you need to do is stay away from the purple as it comes out. So just play it like it's dodgeball. Don't get hit by the ball.
Exactly. Sad you're going the wrong way.
No.
So in terms of like damage meters, Wake of Destruction is actually getting hit by a purple thing, and Unleashed Energy is the effect of the purple thing where the player explodes if they have latent, right? Okay.
So what happened is I told Matt to come off on blue, and then somebody with latent energy went to blue, and Matt came out, and whomever had latent energy ate three waves.
Okay, that was me. So I did have it, but I was standing there the whole time. I didn't think that what he did affected me, but now I realize it does.
I
Now,
bet those
just
waves were delicious.
real quick, I was standing in front of Winter. I got hit with the wave, and then Ellie and Winter blew up. So what happened there? I didn't have latent energy.
Well, you weren't the person that exploded. Winter was the person that exploded.
I know, but she was behind me, not getting hit by the wave. And I took the wave for her, in other words, is what I'm saying.
No, I'm pretty sure she was. She ate 2 waves minimum.
I did not get hit by a wave.
Well, somebody got hit by a wave.
I got hit by a wave.
That's all there is to it.
Because I was standing right here in front of this blue, and the only thing I could figure that happened is he said he came out of the blue.
Right, the tank
Actually-
came out of blue.
Looking at it though, I don't see an alert for Winter getting hit by a wave. I see one for me, and that was me being an idiot, and then I see one for a Rodus and one for a pillar.
Yeah, because I was dead
But
here.
unleashed energy is exploding.
Right,
And
and that's the
did-
thing that's confusing me is I also see Wake of Destruction on Winter's SCADA, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh yeah, she got hit by 2 wakes of destruction, and she exploded twice.
I didn't get hit by a wave.
Did she
I was
have the debuff?
furthest from the back.
Yes.
Yeah, I did have it, but I was.
Then why
way
didn't she
back
get no?
here.
She had the first soaking, so she definitely had
So
to
that's what I'm saying is I'm not getting why the alert didn't go off.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and get on with it then.
What a word.
the one that I'm seeing in my scroll back for, like, where are we? Vela's latent energy reacts violently as they are struck by a wave of destruction.
I see too. Winter's fire's latent energy reacts. So.
Never mind then. That's that being stupid then. Sorry, that was what was confusing me.
Yeah, let's.
Okay, everybody kind of getting what's going on now. Try without stacking in phase 2 tonight.
Yeah, just play like dodgeball. If you have.
What about the pillars?
Everybody just needs to soak that can, but everybody that has latent energy needs to play dodgeball.
That's
right. We get that, but
able to soak waves if you guys are all in one corner and waves pop out. That's going to give it to one or two melee that might be out there in the middle to try to catch them.
No, the point is that the people with Seed of Corruption will be behind the raid group. If we are arranged in a circle around blue and Seed of Corruption pops on blue, we will be soaking the waves. That's the whole point of it.
I think the problem is, like, I think that what's denied saying is, if we don't perfectly soak the waves, they're going to be going out from blue to wherever, and then the only people who can get them are melee because everybody else is stacked.
No, they move slowly, so we can. If one gets out, people can run forward and soak it. Plus, they're pretty big waves.
How many times do we only have one seed per phase 2, or is it going to be? Is it a repeating thing? So
it is a repeating thing, yes.
Okay, so seed would get called out. We'd do the whole stacking on or around blue. Waves would go out. We'd run out to catch any waves that got past us, and then go back into blue. And then we
there shouldn't be waves coming out. Try the range that are soaking. Try to arrange yourself in a fashion so you're between the marker and any pillars you see. If waves come off, for instance, if there's a pillar on purple and a pillar on green, and we're on blue, and a wave comes off towards orange, we don't care about that. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's just practice at this point, personally.
Yeah, and I was going to say, if you have latent energy, don't stand with everybody else, stand in front of everybody else.
Right, if you have latent energy in phase 2, when we're going at the setup we just said, where pillars are on green and purple and everybody else is on blue, you're going to want to be standing not right next to the pillars, but somewhere in the general vicinity of purple and green. So that, because then the people stacking will already be looking to, get rid of waves that are going in that general direction, and so you won't get hit either. But you don't want to be right on the pillar, because they do AoE. Yay, complicated mechanics.
It's not that complicated. You mind if I give it a spin real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Perfect. All right, so everybody go ahead and stand with Mad and I really quick. Awesome. So, we have 2 sets of pillars that are coming out. There's going to be 3 green circles. 2 of those are going to get soaked, right? So, let's say the first time around, right, Winter and Ellie, go ahead and grab the first pillars, okay? They now have latent energies. Would you 2 mind coming standing over here? Perfect. Now, next 2 come out. And Sad and... I don't know, somebody else. Who wants to do it? Zuli. Sad and Zuli. Y'all are going to come over here too as well.
I'll come with the... Okay.
Yep. Perfect. Now, these 4 people, they have latent energies. They are going to be avoiding the purple... glaives coming out no matter where they're at, because if these people get hit, they're going to hurt everybody. So that's their job now. Before DPSing the boss as hardcore as they can, their job is to avoid all the purple things. Now, so we get through the first 2 sets of phase, one of the tanks goes bye-bye, okay? And we get a Seed of Corruption. And Ellie's like, guys, we're going to get Seed of Corruption. We have swirls on green and purple, so Seed of Corruption's going to be on blue. Pixie, you're getting Seed of Corruption. Please go stand at blue. Beautiful. Now, all you people who are right here, minus the tank, come stand in front of... Nope, you can even come back out a little bit farther. You don't have to be right on them. Stand out here, unless you're melee. If you're melee, you're going to be DPSing the boss. Okay, these people right here, their entire job is to make sure that when the tanks come out, wherever they're going to come out, they're going to be aiming to coming out over here so that they're doing what they're doing. But these people right here, they're the shield. Their whole job is to catch a purple thing before it gets to Fixie, because if it gets to Fixie, we're gonna have a whole new round of glaives.
Correction. Catch a purple thing that's coming out of Fixie before it goes somewhere else, isn't it?
It's both directions, because the boss is still going to be doing it coming from what they're doing. So y'all are going to be catching going from both directions.
Not really. The boss only does cavitation in phase 1.
Okay.
Well, regardless.
Is it really a point? Either way.
Yeah, just catch them.
So you're catching purples. That's what this group is doing. It's a shield. Okay? Melee's DPSing the boss. They're catching purples when they can, particularly the ones that are heading towards green and purple. Because remember, that's where the swirls are. Or rather, the towers at this point. And these people right here, they're waiting for their debuff to fall off so that they can start catching purple glaives as well.
And they should probably be over towards green and purple too, right?
No, not necessarily.
It doesn't matter where these people are as long as they're avoiding purples.
Oh, true, because they're actively avoiding. Okay.
So the tanks going to the tanks are going to be tanking the boss stacked on top of each other. These guys are going to be a shield for the Seed of Corruption. And then when this Seed of Corruption goes off, Fixie's going to, depending on whether or not they have latent energy or not, either become part of the shield or move away to wherever this other group is to avoid, right. And then say Poison gets Seed of Corruption, and then Poison's going to... Beautiful.
Right. We want the people that have latent energy to be relatively close towards the stack group as well, in case they get Seed of Corruption, because then if they can't get to the sulking group, then there might be a problem as well.
Right. So we need to pay attention to the Seed of Corruption timers as well. I can try and call those out. I'll look for them. But that's the basic mechanic of this entire ordeal. And then when we get to phase 3, we're still avoiding latent energies through the... we're still avoiding the purple glaive things from latent energies. But we're also going to be blowing every DPS cooldown we have to push him through because he has an AoE ability that he does that's just going to hit everybody over a period of time. Does this make a little bit more sense? If you have latent energies, your whole goal is to avoid purple, DPS the boss as you can, but to avoid the purple things on the ground. If you do not have latent energies, your whole job is to be a meat shield.
See? Telling you, meat shield. It works. That's your job.
And yeah, you can't jump over waves. I discovered that. That was me being an idiot last time.
No, you definitely can't.
Now back to Denied's point. Can he AMS if a wave's coming at him?
It depends. If he has latent energy, the wave is still going to register as hitting him
and explode.
Okay.
If he doesn't have latent energy, so when you get hit by the waves, it's going to do a little bit of damage to you. In that instance, AMS is basically going to go through and just protect you from the energy that you take, but it's still going to
hit everybody.
Yeah, if you're latent energy, it's still going to pop off a thing for you.
And the same is probably true for mage and hunters and whatnot.
I would imagine, yep.
Okay, let's try it again.
Thank you,
hold on.
Okay.
Sad. If blue is yelled because Seed of Corruption that's where they're going to be stacked. Non-latents are going to semicircle and soak purples, yes. Latents, you're going to try and dodge and get away from... You don't necessarily have to be away from blue. You just don't want to be close to it. Just be on the other side of the boss. You still want to be within range of heals, obviously.
Well, no, you technically want to be close to Boo, because if you get Seed of Corruption, then you need to run in there.
Thing we discussed a few moments ago. I was going to try and call that out. So when Seed of Corruption is getting ready to pop off, everybody should be ready to go for wherever that's being called to go to. I'm I'm sorry. I don't know if I did it justice or proceeded to confuse everybody even more, but I figured a mock might actually help.
Okay, now one more question. Let's say I'm over here by blue and I have seed. You guys are my meat shield. If there won't be a tank hidden in this phase, correct? Or there will be in the zone.
There will be.
So what if that tank comes out where I am? Are we screwed?
Then you'll be killed because that's what happened to me.
Do you have latent
No,
energy? or
you
not
won't
in this
have
scenario?
latent energy
So the
at that
seed
point.
doesn't matter. It's latent energy that matters, not the seed.
Right. If you're yeah.
All right, cool. I'm good.
Again, it's that case where if you get hit by purple and you don't have latent energy, you'll take damage, but you're not going to take a huge amount of damage. If you do have latent energy, you will explode.
Don't you also kind of glow green when you have latent energy?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. You basically look like you got crazily contaminated with Fel. There's green and black all over you.
So Operation Learn How to Dodge Waves.
Basically, it's a lot of dodging, yeah. Pretty much if you were really good at Comrock and dodging those little globule things, congratulations, you're going to do okay. If you weren't, practice time. Okay, ready to check for Paul? Getting all our attempting. Tally Madroth food, denied tally of last rumors though.
So basically, Warugi can't cast anything because of his dots. And running around.
Alrighty. Make sure not to stack on the emblems or in front of him. That's where the tanks are going to try to be stacking.
And something else.
Emblems.
Something else to add for the transition between phase 1 and 2. When he throws his axe in phase 1, that means he's transitioning to phase 2, at which point he will jump in a random direction and then will come back. Tanks don't chase him down, so because if you're moving around, then the other tank just coming off of the spirit world will have trouble stacking with you.
Groovy, let's do it.
Less talky, more killy.
Just fasten your seatbelts.
Remember to pre-pot?
Be a meat shield at a hippie thing, guys. That's all we gotta do.
One on blue, one in center, one on purple.
Leave the one on blue.
Velo has befiled.
As does Arodus.
Make sure, yeah, good job.
Alright, I'm
They'll
gonna come out
most
here.
likely be stacking on purple.
Yeah, coming out on purple here in a second. I'll be coming out on purple very shortly.
Leave the one on moon.
Also green.
Leave the one on moon. Get out of
It
moon.
got soaked already.
Yeah, I did that first, so.
Okay, stack on orange, I guess. Huh, there's a mark missing there.
Yeah, it was star, right?
Yeah, move to star.
Alrighty. Get in positions for phase 2.
Meat shield.
Get mad up.
Denied Varugi, get on star.
Mad, you need to be stacked with Kiernan.
Taunting.
Meat shield me.
Ah, wipe it.
Alright, let's see. Alrighty, if you haven't repaired recently, make sure you grab a repair mount before you go back up.
Okay, so the plan is usually to have pillars as close as possible to each other. In this case, yeah, if there's a pillar on blue, make sure that the fissure on white on moon does not get soaked, for instance. It's better if we have pillars on the same side as opposed to like we had on blue and green.
Okay, food flask rounds, let's do another attempt.
And if a tank has to soak a fissure, have the tank that's currently tanking the boss soak it.
What's the reasoning for that?
Wouldn't we not want to have a tank a fissure anyway?
Supposedly when they come out of the spirit realm, they lose the latent energy debuff.
But do we really want to give it to them again?
What do you mean by again?
Well, because if they go soak the fissure, they're going to get the debuff again. So wouldn't it make more sense for range people to do it, like Fixie's saying?
But if the tank that's currently tanking the boss soaks the fissure, they will get sent into the spirit realm next. So when they come out, they will drop the latent energy debuff. You can't have 3 or 4 different folks. We will need probably at least 6 for soaking.
At which point you start talking about the entire range group, so having a group specifically doing it becomes kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but by 6, I mean when the second phase 1 hits and the second set of fissures comes out, the people that soak the first set of fissures will be running, their debuff will be running out at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Not to the point where they can soak those fissures, but they can soak the next set. So essentially out of the first 4, only two of them won't have the debuff by the next second phase.
Alrighty, ready check for Paul. Tanks on you.
There's one under the boss.
Alright, well, I guess I got it. First.
Back.
Am I coming out?
Come out on moon. Attack on moon, everybody else. without latent energy. Nicely
Good job
done.
soaking.
Okay,
Yeah,
leave
I
the
got
one
that
on
one.
purple.
Taking blue.
So we'll be stacking on blue. Get to blue, people.
Unless you have latent energy, of course.
Where you gonna make them out, boss?
Blue.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good job soaking again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pixie Winter, stack blue.
Seed on me. Shield me.
Poison, stack blue.
Came from behind us.
Melee, there's no way they're going to get to it in time.
Alright, Fish is up.
Leave orange. Leave orange.
Gotta say it a little earlier.
Befouled on Artis.
Yeah, it's hard because we need to know all three of them before we say anything.
There were 4 actually.
Jesus.
Where am I coming out?
Ah, on moon.
We want to res a healer, I guess. Bring up Era.
Leave the one on blue.
Gotta stand in it all. Yeah.
So we're gonna be
Yeah,
stacking
somebody.
on moon.
We're stacking on moon.
Beware.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Positions.
Tank stack.
We're doing moon. Seed people, get on moon.
Ow.
Yeah,
Yep.
seed people need to stack completely.
So when I say stack on moon, you need to be standing inside the pretty little moonlight.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's do one more thing of this. That was definitely
was
better
better.
until the last bit. Yeah, that definitely getting the hang of this a lot better.
I got smoked by a whole bunch of wakes. I didn't hear where tank was coming out. I think he came out right behind me on white.
At what point are we supposed to tank him against the pillar?
No, you don't tank him against the pure on the heroic.
So
The-
Okay, that's what the video said to do, but okay.
Okay, so the pures deal AoE damage, and they deal more damage the closer you are to
Well,
them.
maybe not against it, but facing the tanks being in front of it, you know, where the boss is facing it, not the other people.
I mean, that can be done as soon as a pure comes out, but I wouldn't call it an important part of the fight. I mean, the main reason for that, actually, Kiernan, when you came out of the spirit, did you lose latent energy? Did you notice that? Yeah, so the tank that's currently tanking the boss will try and soak if there's a fissure under the boss, or close to the boss anyway.
Well, I think you guys had latent energy when I come over there, and I can't. Melee cannot get into that in time before it goes off. There's just no way. I almost made it.
We had seed. I didn't have Leighton.
Neither did I.
Well, that was weird because when my waves hit you, you both died.
Yeah, no, I mean we ran over and we were shielded in the front, and then something exploded from behind us, like a wave hit us from behind.
Fixie died to a wave, so I don't know. Maybe you somehow took 2 waves at the same time.
It was me because they were stacked, and I got about right here, and mine went off, so my waves hit them.
So like all of them kind of hit them.
Yeah.
That's why I was
Yeah.
saying, as a melee, maybe we should if they've got the boss here. Maybe
Okay. To interrupt.
Try to get into a corner.
Yeah.
To interrupt, when we call out the location for stacking, try and move the boss, say, between the middle and that location, so that melee with seed can get there.
So, for example, if we end up stacking on blue and
Try and have the boss on.
And I'm the boss, yeah, I'd be right around here. I was gonna do my red one, but there it is.
And we will
boss.
call out the location sooner so that you can move him before the phase 2 transition.
And again, one of the things we're practicing is seeing where all the fishes are, calling them out as early as possible, seeing where we're stacking, calling them out. So it's a lot of different things we're practicing. So I know in a lot of cases we're calling stuff out late. It's because we're still kind of getting a general picture of things. Okay. Ready to check football? Last attempt on this for today, and then we'll be doing it on Thursday. Rebus stats?
Yeah, I mean, come on. We downed Tyrant Valari in, 5 attempts?
We are very much on schedule, I think, for this week. So. Okay, tanks on you.
Get that one next to us, man? Or in front of us? Of them?
There's one right under him, too.
Where you want me to come out, boss?
Come out on moon. People move towards moon to soak. Okay, soak the one by the gate, soak one of the 2 by the pures, one of the 2. Winter, get out of there.
There we go. Payload without.
We will be stacking on moon. Range will be stacking on moon. Get her up.
Denied, good on moon.
Poof!
Yeah.
Pop goes your whole ring.
Go, Sad, go.
Oh, Sad's alive. We got this.
I know, right? We're cool.
Alrighty, so in the last couple of hours we have gone through crazy amounts of colors, gone through crazy amounts of debuffs. I've had my add-ons break and have no idea what's going on, and yet we're still doing okay. So good job today, guys. That was a really nice